Hello. Welcome. How do you stream again? I don't remember how to. Okay, wait. Give me like a second. I'm googling how to live stream because I don't know how it works. I've never done this before. I've never live streamed before. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, thank you so much for the resub, Warlord of Weird. I hope you're doing well, dude. Welcome. Appreciate it. And thank you, Mr. Meow, for the resub. Frickin' 17 months? What do you mean? What does that mean? I'm gonna have to Google what that means as well. Okay, well, I'm working on commissions in the background today, so I'm gonna grab my references really quick while we wait for more people to enter. Thank you so much for the resub as well, Felix. 3 months prime resub, let's go. Thank you, dude. Welcome back, I appreciate it. Welcome back to you too. Indeed. Who was I working on? Yeah, Chirai. There we go. I did have the reference open. But it's disappeared. I don't know where it is, so I gotta grab it again. Okay. Okay. Lie? Nah, I would never lie. I have never live streamed in my entire life. It's the truth. Don't look it up. Don't look at my channel history, okay? There's nothing. You won't find anything. Okay, let me set up my timeline really quick, and then I'll do some explaining. New words needed for this new phenomenon. Okay, frame rates, and I need 3 of these lads. Let's go. Don't need this sketch anymore, so you get yeeted. How are you doing? I'll get onto that. Thank you for asking though. Yo, Cyanide Dan. And the frickin' German Honey Wolf subs. I really appreciate it, dude. Give me a second. I'm a little overwhelmed as usual. First of all, thank you so much for the frickin' resub. Cyanide Dan, how you doing? Welcome in. Wait, chipflake does live streams? Wait, they're a skunk. Who is a skunk? Not me. Stretch? Okay, I'm a stretch. Whoa. It has been exactly 2 months since I last stretched. Yep. But yeah, thank you so much for the frickin' 5 gifted subs, Honey Wolf, you absolute legend. Like, what the flip? What the flip? What the flop? And what the if I may be so bold, what the frick? I appreciate it. You legend. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the resub as well, Matty. Frickin' 35 months. I gotta get on the 36 month badge as soon as possible. Oh my gosh. First time streamer, must like and subscribe right away. I like how you think. Chip's a little stinker. How dare you? I think I'm gonna quit streaming. It's my first and last stream today. I'm gonna quit because I cannot handle this harassment. Okay. Why red? Because this is my favorite color. And it makes me feel very comfortable. And I felt like I need a little refresh. A little bit of a refresh. Skunk streaming? No way. Thank you for streaming so early. Usually people are complaining that I stream so early, so thank you for the reassurance. Okay, I will do some explaining. Where do I start? Okay, the week before last weekend, I was at a convention. Some of you know, manche von euch wissen das, manche wissen es nicht. Aber ich muss trotzdem warten, bis die Deutschzeit vorbei ist, weil es lohnt sich nicht alles zu erklären, dann nochmals zu erklären, weil ich glaube, über 70% der Zuschauer, vielleicht noch mehr, können kein Deutsch verstehen. Also, doch, red weiter. Also die gerade gucken, die kein Deutsch verstehen, denken wahrscheinlich, dass ich gerade alles erkläre. Und die verstehen einfach nichts. Also, ja, richtig cool. Ich kann immer noch Deutsch reden. Ist das nicht schön? Okay. Don't worry, I didn't wait. So that was the entire story of where I've been. Thank you for listening. Yeah, you didn't miss anything if you can't understand German. I just said it's not worth it to explain everything because I'm gonna have to explain it again. I'm pretty sure 70% of my viewers right now can't understand German, but I think it's probably more than that. I think it's probably more like 90%. I think I have like 3 or 4 German viewers right now. But yeah. Yeah, just to reiterate, I was at a convention 2 weeks ago on the weekend. It's a convention known as Dokumi. It's like a anime inspired convention, but there's also like gaming and stuff. I know you could test the Nintendo Switch 2 there. Not that I did that. I had my own booth there. I was selling chipflake merch. And it was pretty cool. I had a wait, one sec. Got my mute button ready for when I need to cough disgustingly. Don't need to speak German to understand it. Lots of Dutch people understand German pretty well, even though they don't or barely speak it. That's interesting that you say that, because I agree with the other way around. Like, me as someone who understands both German and English, I feel like I don't understand Dutch, but I can kind of get the gist of things because I know German and English. But from my experience, Dutch people that I've interacted with, they say that they can't understand German. Like, it doesn't go the other way around. So it's interesting to hear somebody say that. But yeah, my Dokumi booth was pretty cool. I had a lot more visitors than last year. I think that was a mix of I advertised it better, more people knew that I was there this time. And I think my booth location was a little bit better as well. What's a little bit annoying about Dokumi is they always put me in the creator hall, which is, you know, it makes sense. I'm a creator and all that. But you know, my audience is very like international. I think when people think of like going to a convention like Dokumi and they want to see creators, they don't think about me, you know? They're thinking about like German VTubers and German YouTubers. So I feel like I don't fully fit in the creator hall at Dokumi. But despite that, I still got quite a few visitors, and it was cool. I met a lot of very cool people. So So yeah, if you met me at Dokumi, it was really cool to meet you. I'm like kind of worrying a little bit that I didn't like seem that excited to meet people. This is just something I worry about in general, that I feel like I can't like I'm trying really hard, but I worry that people don't read my emotions in the way that I want them to. So I hope that I didn't seem like annoyed or bored or anything, but I promise I was like loving it. I'm really excited and happy. Next year you'll be in the Destroyer Hall. Yeah, that is more my my taste. I don't create things, I destroy things. Thank you for the 20-month resub, by the way, Amethyst. I hope you're doing well. How's it going? Welcome in. If I dare say so. Yeah, I think I'll allow that. I'll allow an Okay, so Dokumi was cool and all. It was just very exhausting. Because it was just me and my partner working at the booth. And last year I had Tim, good friend of mine, does music for my channel a lot. And with 3 or 4 people it's a lot easier because you can take breaks. Technically you can take breaks if there's only 2 of you, but it's kind of not, what's the word? Not ideal, because you don't really want to leave just one person at your booth. There's bad people. There's bad people go around conventions and they do like scammy things, like they'll talk to the person at the booth and then someone else will go little sleight of hand and yoink some of their merch or even their money if they don't keep it on that person. You gotta be careful about stuff like that. Never had that issue myself, don't get me wrong, but you know, big anxiety and just in general something that you gotta be aware of. I mean, even for non-safety reasons, it's a good idea to have 2 people at the booth. It just makes things a little bit easier, but yeah, didn't have any helpers this year. So I think the combination of that, just having me and my partner at the booth, I actually didn't take a break for the entire weekend. I only ever left the booth to pee. I took like 30 minutes to go and grab some stuff from other booths that I wanted to buy, and then I rushed back to my booth. I got food once, but then I brought it back to the booth and I ate it at the booth. So I think a combination of that and the fact that I met so many more people than last year, I think all of that kind of took a toll on me. Basically I immediately got sick. It's super nice meeting you, by the way. I haven't worn the shirt yet, saving it for a good occasion. I appreciate, dude, you were like so adorable. It was really cool to meet you too. Yeah, met so many people who were kind of dead from standing at the booth. I gotta say, like, I grabbed a couple things from other booths on the last day, and I don't know if other people are just really good at hiding it, but nobody seemed like dead. Okay, I did have a couple of situations in the morning where I was like, I went up to a booth because I was able to go in early because I was, you know, also a seller. And I would go up to the booth and the person's like not paying attention and I'm like, yo, are you open? And they're like, oh, yo, yes, hi, sorry. That happened multiple times on the Sunday. But yeah. Did they have good food there? I was not particularly impressed by my choice of food. So I ate two things there. One thing I ate was a chicken bowl. It's a very common like Japanese dish with like chicken thigh. It's deep fried. It's like amazing and it's beautiful. And you eat it with rice, often with cabbage as well. And Japanese mayo. It freaking slaps. So I got one of those, tiniest portion known to man, 18 euros, and it was kinda nasty, not gonna lie. Okay, no, nasty is a harsh word. The rice was nasty. It was basically mochi. It was that chewy and soggy and overcooked. The chicken itself was not bad, thankfully. But that rice, oof. The next day, my partner did the food run, and they found a stand that sold fries. It was like $4.90 for a pretty decent portion. I don't know how many of you have experience with conventions, but food at conventions is very, very expensive. It's just kind of normal. Not saying it's a good thing, it's just typical. Where was I? Yeah, so this chips for $4.90, pretty decent portion. That was like a godsend, and they were pretty good. So yeah, I don't think I can give you a good Dokumi food review anytime soon though, because I try to avoid buying the con food in general. I had, okay, that's another thing I forgot to mention. Last year I was like on the corner, like my booth was like here, and then there were like booths like here and here. I was here, so I didn't have anyone next to me, right? This year I did. This year the booths were like this. I had a booth next to me. It was a booth of like they're like a small like German streamer group, like VTuber streamer group. They were very nice. They said that the Indian food at Dokumi was pretty good. So there you go. Wasn't impressed by the ramen either. That is sad to hear, because like Dusseldorf has like the best Japanese food you can get in Germany. It's thank you for the unshrimp reminder, by the way. I'm not too shrimpy today. Oof. But yeah, kind of like the burritos they had. Okay, there you go. That's another that's another food review for you. Eventually we can collect everybody's opinions and get a full Dokumi food review. There we go. Thank you for the stretch reminder. But yeah. Oh, why am I frozen? Oh, it's because of my poke. My poke redeem has to like load in first. There we go. How was the NSFW area? Bro, I don't know like why people freak out over it. It's so like I've been on the internet for like, how long have I been on the internet? Almost 20 years at this point. I think I started using the internet when I was 9, which is way too young, not gonna lie. But yeah, I've seen worse. It's kind of funny because there's some like Dokumi has an 18+ area, But sometimes you'll go in there and you'll find like normal artists who aren't selling anything adult or graphic or anything. It's because usually if you get rejected from the artist alley, you can apply for the 18+ area instead. And they often accept people even if you're not selling adult stuff. Because, you know, they want to fill those spaces. They don't care if you're selling adult stuff or not. It's kind of funny. Thank you for the resub, by the way, Convexity. Welcome in. I hope you've been doing well. I appreciate it. And my chat doesn't show me the messages, which is really cool. There you are. Am I? Am I here? Next year, Dokumi and Japantag are probably at the same time. To me, that sounds like a collapse of public transport. I don't think they're actually gonna be on the same day. Because as far as I know, the Japan Day, the people who run Japan Day and the people who run Dokumi are like, they work together. I don't think they're gonna put them on the same day. It's like usually, what was it? Usually Japan Day falls on the first Saturday of June, something like that. But it doesn't necessarily have to, so I don't think it will be on the same day. Oh, I can see you, so you're fine. That is a good indicator. But yeah. That area was very wholesome. It is. It's like there's I mean I'm gonna be like honest. There's a couple artists in the not safe for work area that I'm a fan of, and I bought some artwork from, and they're like the sweetest people. There's this one artist from Canada who makes artwork for a game called Nikkei. It's like a gacha game. It's like very Guna, not gonna lie. And the people running the booth are like this really sweet like couple from Canada. And we were like talking about, I said like, yeah, so like I have a booth here as well, so I gotta get going soon. And they're like, oh my god, cool, what do you do? And I like showed them my animations and stuff. They were so sweet and adorable. Meanwhile, like the artwork behind them is like the most adult thing you can imagine. It's so funny. Oh. By the way, I was the dude with the flounder and the eel plushies. Oh nice, I remember you. I remember. Yo, thank you for the double resub, by the way, Convexity. I appreciate it. Approaching 3 years. Yeah, I really gonna make the 3-year badge. I still haven't done it. It's like the kind of work that takes 5 minutes and I still haven't done it. Thank you for the cheer. Welcome in, Felix. How's it going? Aaron outed himself as a guru. I mean, like, I'm 27 years old, guys. Like, oh, I know I'm like an adorable skunk and everything, but I'm a 27-year-old man. Like, come on. Okay, but yeah, not to derail my story even more. But yeah, I got sick immediately. Literally. The con ended on Sunday. I was sick on Monday morning. Like, usually it takes a few days to set, like... I keep thinking of things to, like, preface. I really missed streaming. I'm so... I'm so glad I'm, like, well enough to stream again. But yeah, if you go to a convention, especially if you're running a booth and you're gonna meet people and like shake hands with people and take pictures with people like I did, you kinda like gotta expect that you're gonna get sick. Like, don't get me wrong, I was fully expecting to get sick. First of all, it usually takes a few days to kick in. I got sick speedrun. Yeah, I got sick immediately, literally the day after the convention, which is kind of crazy. It started with throat pain, and as you could probably hear, eventually evolved into I guess cold/flu symptoms, stuffy nose, very runny nose, very runny stuffy nose, and a cough, a wonderful cough. I love having coughs. Coughs are excellent, especially when they keep you up at night. Spoilers. Yeah, so that was almost 2 weeks ago. I got sick on Monday the 9th of June. Almost 2 weeks ago. I'm still sick. I've felt sick for weeks now. I'm only 27. Why am I like this? That is me. Same, bro. Same. I mean, in my case, it makes sense a little why I'm still sick. Because, okay, I was sick for like that whole week, which is why I didn't stream. And then on the Friday, last Friday, I had a visit from Tim, our favorite music popper, the guy who makes music for my videos sometimes, and a good friend who's from the Netherlands, so we hang out quite a bit. And obviously it was really cool to like hang out with friend and stuff, but it's not as cool when you're sick. But yeah, I don't want to be that guy who's like, sorry, don't come over. That's another thing I wanted to mention. Like, people who go to conventions while sick, I have such mixed feelings about it. Because it really sucks for other people who are there. But at the same time, I kind of understand it. Especially with a convention like Dokumi, the tickets are so expensive. Some people travel really far. So I can kind of understand why you would be like, you know, I have a cold, but I'm gonna go to this convention anyway. Yeah, like I don't think it's good, don't get me wrong, but I get it. I have mixed feelings about it. The one thing I just wish people would at least wear a mask. If you're gonna go to a convention anyway while you're sick, at least wear a mask. But yeah. Thanks for the bits, Felix. People need to mask up at conventions if they're sick. Exactly. Dokumi is still cheaper than TwitchCon Europe. Is it really? I almost went to TwitchCon as well. But I don't actually know how much the tickets cost. Classic throat pain prank that goes away after 2 days and leaves you with completely different symptoms until you get better. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So Tim stayed until Monday night, which is also why I didn't stream on Monday. I don't want to be that guy who's like, yo, I know you're like visiting me and stuff, but like, entertain yourself while I stream. So yeah, before he went home, we went to an all-you-can-eat restaurant, which was really cool. They had so much variety. All-you-can-eat restaurants in the Netherlands are really interesting to me because they're so expensive compared to in Germany. They're like, I don't think I've ever been to an all-you-can-eat restaurant in the Netherlands that didn't cost at least 30 euros. And that's without drinks as well, just for the food. Is it rude if I check follow age? Because I don't think I've chatted in literal years. No, that's not rude at all. Go ahead. Go ahead. TwitchCon was like 75 euros per day without discounts. Wow, really? Bro, not even Gamescom is that expensive, and Gamescom is known for being kind of expensive. Where was I? Oh yeah, all you can eat restaurant. Like they're really expensive in the Netherlands, but they have so much variety. Like it's crazy. Like I don't think I've been to a all-you-can-eat restaurant in the Netherlands where I've actually been able to try everything that I wanted to try before I got full. Like the one we went to on Monday. It was so good, and I really wanted. They had such cool like dessert options. They got like deep fried Oreo and shit like that. I really wanted to try it, but I was dying by the time I got to dessert, bro. I was so full. I was dying. But yeah, cool, tasty food. Expensive, but tasty food. Very fun experience. Cool hangout with friend. Cool, everything's cool and nice. Meanwhile, I'm still sick, and I have this really annoying cough. I keep multiple nights in a row. I wake myself up from coughing, and it's really cool. And having really bad sleeps. Really cool and nice. Yep. Oh, I already finished the line. Oh, wow, I didn't even notice. Yeah. Then, next day, Tuesday, sometime in the morning, my partner gets sick. And I mean, literal, like, okay, trigger warning for discussion of sickness, I guess, but bro was like really sick, like literal little vomiting everywhere. Okay, not everywhere, in the toilet, but very bad illness. So we think he might have gotten food poisoning, which I don't know. I mean, neither me or Tim got sick, but there were a few items on the menu that my partner had that we didn't have, so I don't know. It's just the thing that makes the most sense, I think. I guess, theoretically, he could have gotten sick from the convention and it just took like a week to set in, but the timing was a bit weird with the restaurant, so maybe food poisoning. Bro even got a fever. So yeah, imagine being sick yourself while your partner is even worse than you, and you have to like lie next to them while they're like making pain noises all night, and you can't do anything to help. Like, you've already done everything you can to help them, and you just have to like lie there and listen to your partner suffering whilst you're also sick. And yeah, I did not sleep very much the past week. Yeah, to be totally real, it was very mentally taxing, I'm not gonna lie. So even on the days where I felt like physically like this, like I'm not healthy, I'm not gonna stream super long today, but I could have like physically streamed. I was just mentally like done. Like I was I was genuinely so depressed that I couldn't like do anything. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. I appreciate it. A-Rod and his Bew have I'm gonna effing die disease. What? It's Bew? What is Bew? When the restaurant was mentioned, I had a feeling that food poisoning was gonna come up in the story. Yeah, the accidental spoilers. It's pronounced bow, it means lover. Real? I've never heard that word before. I'm so uncultured. It's... Have the one-shot streams been? Have you liked the game so far? Dude, one-shot is amazing. I'm gonna probably finish it next stream. Next stream that was supposed to be 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I usually say when you want to stream but you don't really feel like it, I usually say that you should just stream anyway, because often you'll find that you... One sec. I set up a mute button specifically so I could cough during the stream and not blow your ears out. So yeah, I usually say if you don't feel like streaming, you should just do it anyway, because you'll often find that you kind of like get into it as you stream. But there is a certain point where, like, mentally, that would like just come through in the stream. So I really didn't want to do my finishing one-shot stream, and I would be very obviously like in a very bad place mentally, you know what I mean? What if I want my ears blown out? I think you're in the wrong stream. Whew. Yeah, so this has been going on for like literally since Tuesday. Thank you for the unshrimp reminder, by the way. Oh. Yeah, so like over a week of sleeping really badly and just not doing very well mentally. Yeah, that's why I haven't been streaming for a while. Like it was fine last week. I fully expected to at least have a few days off stream because I knew I was probably gonna get sick, but I did not anticipate it to take this long. Which sucks, and I'm literally still sick, and I really hope I'll feel better in a few days. Maybe now that I can start getting a proper night's sleep again, maybe I'll actually start getting healthy again. That would be nice. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say. Did I think I said thanks for the unshrimp reminder. I already unshrimped. Ooh. You won't finish one shot next stream, by the way, really? Because a lot of people said that I did. Now I don't know who to believe. Because I was told the game was about like 6 hours long. And I've done 2 streams so far, which were 3 hours each, I think. So, you know. Thank you for the bits, Felix. Is Andrew still sick? No, I see. It's really it's really hard for me to be like, yeah, everything's fine. Everything's cool, nice and dandy, because that's what I thought 2 days ago. My partner was doing a lot better, like 2 days ago, and then it got really bad again. So I'm hesitant to be like, yep, everything's cool. But yeah, they are doing a lot better. I feel really bad for them because they wanted to do this whole like I don't know if you call it an event, because Death Stranding 2 is coming out next week, and my partner is a huge Death Stranding fan and wants to live stream them playing Death Stranding 2 for the first time. However, they're not finished with Death Stranding 1 yet. I mean, they played the story and everything, that's all done, but they wanted to do like all of the missions, like side quests and stuff. So their plan was to like do a really long stream, or multiple really long streams this week, to like finish all of the side quests and stuff before the new game comes out. And obviously they weren't able to do that. So I don't know. I don't know if they want to try streaming today. But I don't know. They've been eating and not puking it out immediately, so that's a good sign. Oh. There's a second part that a lot of people don't realize exists. Okay, I was a little bit angry getting spoiled that the game doesn't end in 6 hours, but if you say that I probably wouldn't have realized it existed otherwise, then I appreciate the information. Thank you for the bits. I hope you guys get better soon. Thank you very much. Me too. I mean, we're both better. We're better. Just not healthy, I suppose. He is live, he is streaming. Really? I thought this was a pre-recorded video. Mike's clipping a bit? Okay, I will keep that in mind. I mean, okay, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but that doesn't really make sense because I literally have a filter on it that makes it impossible to clip. But yeah, I'm testing new microphone settings. I don't know if anybody noticed, but it is in the test phase, so I will probably listen back to the stream and make some changes. I thought I don't know how much I want to like explain of this. Okay, so I've been wanting to try more like chill, almost like ASMR like streams for a while, and I don't know if you could tell actually, but I'm speaking a lot quieter and more soft than I usually do. I thought me being sick would be a perfect opportunity for me to test. It's clipping, but I like it. It adds to the silliness factor. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I don't know what to do. Okay, I do. I'll rewatch it and I'll decide for myself if I keep it or not. Thank you for the bits. ASMR Bible reading stream. Yeah, I'm gonna read the Bible, and I'm gonna read all of the like...
Roni 1337, feel better soon.
Yo, no way. Thank you so much for the bits, RFM. I really appreciate it. Why am I winking? I assure you, both of my eyes are fully open. Clipping dilemma? It is very much a dilemma. Thank you for the well wishes though, I really appreciate it. And thank you for the support. Ah. I'm gonna say ah. Love how Chip says 1337. Yeah, I love German Chip. Good to see you get better quickly. I'm trying. Yeah. I don't know. What do you aside from the clipping, how does my voice / mic in general? Okay, aside from the clipping and the sick soundingness, how do I sound? Does it sound good? Does it sound relaxing? I've been kind of wanting to take a more like chill approach to my streams in general. I'm debating if I should explain this. Okay, so I think I talked about it a few streams ago. It must have been like a month ago at this point. But I've been looking into getting back into therapy.
Would love to stay longer, but I have work in the morning, so I must sleep now. Have a good rest of stream and hope you get better soon. 3.
No, do not worry about it, Matty. I really appreciate you stopping by either way. It's very nice of you, and I hope you have a good day at work. Thank you so much for the support, dude. I'm gonna get so healthy just because of that. Thank you so much. I just realized I wished you a good day at work, but you just said you're going to sleep. So, have a good sleep and a good day at work. Yeah, I've been looking into getting back into therapy. And I think on the last stream I was talking about it. I was saying like, I wanna go, but I gotta get a referral from my doctor first, and I'm scared. I'm so scared. But I actually did it. I got the referral, and it went okay. I just did the thing where my brain completely forgot everything that I was supposed to be doing, because I wanted to like ask my doctor if they have any recommendations for therapists. I didn't want to just get the referral and leave, but that's exactly what happened. I got the referral and then left. But yeah, I did some good old Googling, because I don't know how people find therapists in this day and age, especially when so many of them don't even have a website. My last therapist was the most old-fashioned doctor you could ever think of. I don't even know how I found him. But yeah, bro didn't even have email. But yeah, I managed to find one. I got an appointment at the end of July, which is not that bad considering how long it takes usually to get therapist appointments. The thing is, my brain is really cool when it comes to having things to look forward to. Because now I like can't stop thinking about it. Probably all still using fax. Yeah, I'm like unironically thinking about getting faxed just because so many doctors and things in Germany still use it. It's crazy. Thank you for the bits. Felix, was your doctor old-fashioned enough to use leeches on you? Is that like a therapy thing? It's... Yeah, so I have this weird thing now. I keep thinking about the appointment, and I keep like trying to predict. Not even consciously. I just do this automatically. I keep trying to predict what the therapist is gonna say, and my brain's like, okay, so they're gonna be like, are you eating enough? Are you eating well? Are you sleeping enough? Are you getting enough exercise? And I have this need to like meet all of those requirements that I'm predicting that they're gonna ask about before I go there. Such a long-winded explanation, but I'm like predicting that they're gonna be like, so I feel like there's not enough, you're not relaxing enough in your life, you're not doing... Everything's so stressful for you. You need to spend more time relaxing. So I'm like realizing how like silly this is as I explain it. I'm having an imaginary therapy session in my brain where the therapist suggests to me that I find more ways to relax, and then I get this idea to make my live streams more relaxing. So that it's less stress in my life. So that's another that's another motivation for trying out semi ASMR streams. Yeah, I don't know what's... I mean, this is why I'm going to therapy, right? Like, so I stop having these, I guess, irrational thought patterns. It's not silly at all, plus you should be able to share these thoughts with them too. Yeah, I mean... I guess the word I should have used was illogical. That's the most frustrating thing about my neurodivergence, I suppose, is that I'm very aware of how illogical my thoughts are, but it's like I can't like control them, like they just happen anyway. And but yeah, as I say, that's literally what therapy is for. And I know I shouldn't expect myself to, you know, fix it by myself. I'm just so like, now that since I've been wanting to actually do something about it, I've just become so hyper aware of these like illogical thoughts that I have and how much I want to like fix it, you know. Oh. But yeah, I'm kind of unironically interested in getting into ASMR in general though, because I do like sounds. I like clicky keyboard sounds. I don't know how I feel about like voice ASMR. Like sometimes I've listened to some that makes me uncomfortable when people like whisper. I don't like that. But maybe like a calming voice, I would actually enjoy that. Maybe like calming voice guy types an essay with a mechanical keyboard. skill to be kind to yourself. Have to go to work, but I enjoyed hanging out for a bit. Hope your stream goes well. Thank you. I'm actually probably not going to be streaming too much longer, to be honest. Partially because I am ill, and it's probably not a good idea to strain my voice, even though I am talking more calmly. I'm still talking basically for an hour straight. But I also wanna... I am very anxious that my partner will get really sick again, and you know, I don't want to be like streaming while bro is puking on the toilet. It's... But yeah. To recommend Model M keyboard ASMR. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Thank you for the recommendation. Yo, thank you for the resub, LB. Welcome in, by the way. How's it going? 9 months. You could even eat a whole biscuit in that time. 2 even. 2 of them. I don't know, I think that's a bit of a stretch. I think maybe like 1.5 biscuits at most. In my house at least, you don't want to look in my snack closet. I got so much stuff in there that's literally like 3 years old. It's... But yeah, I feel like this is like why I really want to get back to therapy, because I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty good at recognizing like, yo, these negative thoughts about yourself are not particularly healthy or logical. But I don't, it's not like just knowing that makes it go away, you know. And it's very hard to not let the self-hate get to you when your anxiety affects you in ways like, I don't know, I have tinnitus and I've never been to a doctor about it. Because of my anxiety. And I know, like, logically, it's an anxiety thing and it doesn't make me a bad person. But, you know, that stuff still gets to you. Tinnitus, it's still morning. Jay, stop. Jay, I can't handle this. I love having my ears ringing every now and then. Yeah, it gets really bad for me when I am sleep deprived, which I have been for the past 2 weeks. And it's this like cycle of, oh, I should probably go to a doctor about this. Because, thank you for the on-stream reminder. Because, you know, a lot of people say that there's no real cure for tinnitus, and I think in a lot of cases that's true. But you should still, like, get it checked out, because sometimes it can be caused by ear damage that can be fixed. So yeah, if you have tinnitus that lasts for more than like a week, go to a doctor, get it checked out. But yeah, I'm in this cycle of like, oh, I have tinnitus and it's affecting me mentally and making me feel bad, but I'm too anxious to go to a doctor. I feel like the doctor, like, I know logically this is what I mean. I know logically this doesn't make sense. But my anxiety is like, bro, the doctor is gonna be mad at you. He's gonna be so mad at you that you've had tinnitus for over a year and you've never been to a doctor about it. He's gonna be really mad at you for that. And I know, like, like I said, I know logically that's not what's gonna happen. Like, it doesn't affect the doctor if me having a health problem and not going to a doctor about it for a long time is my problem. It doesn't affect the doctor. It's not like the doctor has tinnitus. I mean, maybe he does, but mine doesn't make his worse, you know what I mean? But that's how anxiety works. That's what anxiety is. It's irrational fear. Remember, your anxiety video was exactly about this. Throwback. Oh yeah, it's almost as if I've had these experiences my whole life. Yeah, and I'm kinda only just realizing how much it affects my life. And that it's not normal. I'm like only just coming to terms with the fact that it's not normal, and you know, thank you for the bits, Felix. How dare you have ringing in your ears and not seek help? I'm gonna euthanize you now. Doctor, probably. Yeah. So this is what anxiety is like for me. Last time I went to the doctor was to get the referral to a therapist, right? And when I was there, I had this feeling, that's all it was, a feeling that the doctor was like annoyed at me. Like I said earlier, that it was kind of a quick appointment. I went in, explained my symptoms, and got the thing and left, even though I wanted to ask for a recommendation, or like just in general what I should do about it, and not necessarily that I absolutely need to go to a therapist specifically. Like, I wanted to ask the doctor's opinion, but I didn't do that because I got too anxious. And I don't know why, I had this feeling that the doctor was a little bit annoyed, a little bit like impatient with me. That's the thing, I don't even know if he really was annoyed or bothered by me in any way. This is just an assumption based on my personal reading of his body language. And my anxiety takes this very minor inconvenience, this very minor negative experience, and amplifies it. So now I have this like urge to never go to a doctor ever again. That is anxiety, and it's really cool. Not. And that's why I'm going to therapy again. Yippee! But yeah, I mean, yeah, becoming more, I have been becoming more aware of how it affects my life in a negative way, and I feel like that's kind of making me feel worse in a way. But, you know, I think it's better than just ignoring it and not doing anything about it. And yeah, I don't know. I never really talked that much about my my personal mental health and stuff in the first like 2 years of streaming. But I don't know, I want to like be more open about it, because hearing other people be open about their experiences that are similar to mine makes me feel a lot better about it. And if I can like have a positive effect on somebody else because of that, you know, that's a bonus to me. But yeah, thank you for the bits, Felix. In the words of the great Justin Timberlake, can't stop the feeling. I don't know. Maybe we can. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if anxiety, and specifically social anxiety, I don't know if those are things that you can get rid of, or if I just have to like live with it and figure out ways to live with it more comfortably, you know. I just want to like know that, you know. And I'm gonna share my findings with you guys because I want to. Doctor's very churning and burdened with the patient schedule. I've always felt like I could only discuss one thing per appointment with them, and only briefly enough to get a prescription. That's the weird thing about the doctor that I go to. I've had that feeling with him, but I've also had appointments with him where I felt like understood. And then he took his time and spoke to me. That's why I go to that doctor, because I feel like he's a good doctor that actually listens to you and stuff. I don't know, I guess it depends on the day. They probably have days where they have a lot of appointments and it's a bit stressful, so they're a bit like, oh, what do you need? Here you go, bye. And then other days they're a bit more chill, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this stream though. I'm sorry it was so short, but like I said earlier, I don't think it's a good idea for me to stream too long while I'm still sick. And while my partner's still sick, I gotta look after them. But yeah, it's really nice to be back to streaming. I'll probably be back on Monday, I don't see why not. Unless I get bad again. But I should be good. So yeah, thank you for the bits again, Felix. This might not work for everyone, but cannabis got rid of my meltdowns and generalized anxiety. Maybe we could talk about that a bit more on the next stream, but unfortunately I've not really had very good experiences with cannabis. But yeah, I've heard that it helps other people a lot. It depends on the person, depends on the cannabis as well. Thank you for the bits, Jay, appreciate it. Silliness aside, I'm happy to see you again. Have a good weekend, hope we can catch up sometime. I really appreciate that. Yeah, my social life has fell off really hard. Which is frustrating, but you know, that's what happens. I have a very bad habit of socially isolating when things are going slightly bad for me mentally. Yeah, maybe that's another thing therapy can help with. Yay, let me save. But yeah, thank you very much for sticking around for my little update stream. It's been really fun. I really missed streaming. But yeah, I'll probably see you on Wednesday then. Monday. I'm pretty sure next week and the week after I'll be back to my regular streaming schedule. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'm gonna, if you're watching on Twitch, I'm gonna raid Corgi because Corgi always raids me. I finally get to raid back. Although they are 18 plus, it's really hard to find streamers on Twitch who aren't 18 plus, so I'm sorry if you're under that age and can't watch. Thank you for the stretch reminder. And yeah, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday, hopefully. I think, while I'm gone, it's very important to remember that. Ah!